Okay, hang on. I'm gonna get the right volume. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so a lot of things have been happening lately, and let me see if I can keep the control scheme proper. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. How many slugs do I have? A shitload of standard bullets now. A few things have hampered my progress as of late. The main thing being Terraria, because I'm addicted to it. The short version of that, and I'm actually considering doing my own Terraria video as well, so the short version of that is I'm a hoarder, and I'll explain more in depth when I'm actually doing that video. The other main thing, though, and oh my god, this pisses me off so much, was the OSD. I may have made casual mentions. Go away OSD during these recordings. I say may have because I really don't remember if I have or not. But you know, it's kind of sad that I'm doing this on instant, by the way. Like, I didn't even know those modules were there. I just noticed them, and I was like, oh, modules. It's like I'm paranoid and crazy as hell, and I look under every corner and crevice for new stuff. Where am I though? I think I'm going the right way. Oh shit! Yeah, I think this is the right way. Yeah, this is. There's the torpedoes. Torpedoes. Okay, so anyway. I may have made casual mentions about this before. And what the OSD is... What the OSD is the on-screen display. And I have heard... okay. I guess the best way to describe this is to go to the beginning and try to make it as short as possible. The computer I have right now is a HP pre-build, about 5 years old. It's still pretty good. It can play quite a few games, thankfully. It has a decent hard drive space, decent at best graphics, but it's still good because it's a computer. I'm the kind of guy who I don't need to play Far Cry 3 on Ultra. I'm the kind of guy who can find 1,000,001 uses for a computer, even outside of video games. I can use a computer to entertain myself in just about every way imaginable, from music to video games.
Hi there.
To
Please
watching
make your
stuff
selection.
online. You know, I'm the kind of guy who I'm actually so. Oh wait, is there anything up here? I'm so used to it. I'm so used to computers. So this is where the worms were that I kept hearing. I'm so used to having this, though, that if I didn't have a computer, I'd probably go insane. So there's that. In any case, this one is about... oh, crap. This one is about 5 years old. It's pre-built. It's really decent. About a year into having it, though, something started happening. The screen... on the screen, this orange and black box that I did not know what the hell it was would keep appearing. And I later found out it was part of the OSD. Specifically, it was the volume control of the OSD. And it kept lowering the volume on the built-in speakers and on the monitor's built-in speakers, and it kept kind of pissing me off. So eventually, there were two things that we discovered. My dad and I, because he tried to help me out with it. He doesn't know. He's not amazing with computers, but he does tend to find certain things that are very simple that even I overlook. Like I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm not trying to say he's dumb. I'm saying wait, why am I talking about my family in a video about a video game? And I'm rambling again. Okay. So, my dad and I, we work on it. He figures out how to lock the OSD, something I never even heard of the OSD until then, so until this point, so it was a new experience for me. He figured out how to lock it, and then I got me a pair of speakers for since the monitor was pretty much locking itself at mute, basically, and at 0 volume. Okay, so I'm supposed to go ahead and cell B, right? So I figure it out, and we both figured it out together, kind of, which made me happy. So then, though, prior to this, some crazy things started happening. The OSD was doing more than the monitor thing. I mean, the audio thing. It was auto-adjusting the monitor continuously and constantly. And it was just really pissing me off. Basically, the monitor would randomly and constantly go completely black, say auto-adjustment in progress, and then go back to normal. And it was just so aggravating. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to go, right?
Access needed.
What? That's in the cell B. Wait. The access card is on the other side of the bridge or something. Okay, hang on. Quiet time for a moment. I gotta think.
Till I can reverse the gravitronic generators, we're effectively cut off from Pod 2. Wozchek's email said the only way to do that is by resetting the power grid from the access station in engine cell B. Of course, he didn't volunteer to do it himself. What a goddamn mess. Simpson, Malone, Shandera, and Perez are dead. At least those are the ones we know for sure. Those
I have
bastards
a lot of...
sabotaged the Masonic
Oh, crap.
We arrived planetside via the shuttle on June 15th at 0800 hours. Korechkin was the first one out the door, never even bothering to do a level B hazard suit exam. Not wanting to let that little tri-op suit get a head start, Diego went right after him. I thought it was crazy, sending the senior officers of the Rickenbacker down to the surface of an uncharted body. But both those idiots were gonna get all the glory for the UNN and tri-op they could. Damn. Time for inspection. More later. The eggs were lying in a semicircle in the middle of what looked like a crash crater. There were hundreds of those things, hundreds. As we got closer, you could hear them. Not the eggs, the things inside them. It was like music. I was scared out of my mind. But that music, all I wanted to do was see those things up close. Find out their secrets. For some reason, they couldn't get a hold of my mind the way they could the rest. So when I found the remains of the data wafer near the crater back on Tau Ceti, I didn't say a word. I just slipped it into my belt and thought, Dr. Polito will know what to do with this.
What did I think power was? What was my
concept of joy? How empty life
must have been? As I merged my body with the biomass,
I begin to sense the borders of rapture.
The worms are everywhere. Captain Diego is the one who let them in. Nobody knows who to trust anymore. Nobody's even sure who's human anymore. I've blown out the access ladders in the torpedo room to restrict access to Pod 2. Let's hope that holds them back. As long as we're alive and drawing a paycheck from the Navy, those bastards are not getting the Rickenbacker.
I like this guy. I really like this guy. Okay.
Simpson, Malone, Shandera, and Perez are dead. At least those are the ones we know for sure. Those bastards sabotaged the Meson acceleration coil. They blew out the entire driver core, 6 subdecks. From what I can tell, somebody tapped the frequency resonator to refract human-sized movements. The overload of all those people moving around must have blown the resonator. We set up a magnetic shield, and the ship's still functional. Barely. I've quarantined the entrance to Pod 2. The secondary coil is right there, and I don't know how thorough the son of a bitch who did this was.
Okay. Wait, hang on. There's supposed to be something else about... something else from Crocker.
order to reverse the gravitronic generators, I need to get into Nacelle B. In order to get into the nacelle, I need my damn access card. But I left it on the opposite side of the hull breach. Wait a minute. If I can extend the auxiliary support struts, I could... If they've survived the blast, that is.
Let's go. Okay, so... What was I even saying? Oh yeah, the OSD. So, the OSD just... It did crazy... It started doing crazy shit. It started automatically unlocking itself every once in a while. And in general, just... oh my god, it was... Wait, is this the right way? Wait, what is that? I guess I forgot to kill one of the eggs. So... It kept figuring out how to unlock itself, and it was just in general being a kind of a dick. And in the end, about a couple days ago, again playing Terraria, I was obsessed with the newest update. Well, it starts unlocking itself and going crazy, going absolutely nutso. Doing things like regularly, automatically, and randomly, factory resetting itself, changing the monitor resolution. I got this right here. How do I get there? And in the end, and here's the thing. Supposedly, I've looked this up online many times in the past, and supposedly this is a real problem for many different types of HP monitors. What's that? Anyway, supposedly it's a real problem for many different types of HP monitors, and a somewhat common bug of sorts. And a lot of the solutions I found claimed that you could easily just uninstall the software for the OSD, but not all monitors work like that. Not all computers actually work like that. Where they have software running the OSD that you can just conveniently install. Mine in particular was not like that. It was purely hardware and not connected to the desktop computer. I mean, not connected to the tower at all. It was purely part of the monitor. But there was one last-ditch idea that someone had, that someone concocted, and I read about this online. This person claimed that they couldn't take it anymore. They took a butter knife to the OSD. I'm not OSD. They claimed they couldn't take it anymore. They took a butter knife to the plastic frame surrounding the outer lining of the monitor. They pried it off without damaging it, and then they proceeded to... here we go. Well, what's over here though? They pried it off without damaging it, and then they proceeded... Why? Who would do that? Oh, my heart. My heart. I guess I'll just go through it. As I was saying. They complained they couldn't take it anymore. Took a butter knife to the plastic outline, to the plastic frame lining the monitor, and managed to take it off without damaging it. And proceeded... let's save the game real quick. And then proceeded to disconnect the OSD. So that's exactly what I did. I eventually went insane. The monitors, the buttons basically would no longer do anything. The OSD lockout wasn't working, and it kept dicking around. I eventually went completely freaking insane, and decided and calmed myself down, and took the monitor out into my kitchen, got the biggest, sturdiest butter knife in the kitchen, and pried that thing open. Please tell me I did not just drop something into the abyss. Right. Okay. That kind of sucks because I'm cut off from. I should have tried to see if I can find a recharger. Wait. Anyway, so. Too far away. I'm lazy. So anyway, I took the butter knife to it, I did exactly as he said, pried the frame off, and oh wow. I'm just going to save after I make the preparations. Anyway, pried the frame off, and I found out that the OSD was... I found out that the thing that was giving me such hell throughout the years was literally in the form of a very tiny... was literally in the form of a very tiny strip of circuitry about the size of my index finger. And it was connected very loosely with a single small... Damn you, gravity. With a single small plug. And so I took a pair of tweezers to it, pulled it out, and voila. The OSD no longer works, and it no longer gives me trouble. Why? It's like one of those jumps that you just had... that you either accomplish by luck, or like on the first try, or spend several attempts at. Yay! Alright. All that for this, though that was worth it. That was worth it, I guess. Wait. Nah. Okay. Wait. Oh, is that a diagnostic med kit? I can't move, I'm stuck now! You know what I hate the most? It drains your psi completely when that happens. Wait. Okay, so where am I now? Where am I? Okay, now I know where I am. So, where's this go? Say, it was just giving me hell, though. It was the most annoying thing. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, this is the way to Selby. Wait, no, this is the way to Selby. The thing is, the OSD never served any real purpose to me anyway. I never used it. About the only thing I used it for was the monitor's built-in speakers, and... where the hell am I? And... oh, there it is. And...
do you think you can defeat us with your wire
and steel?
We offered you the ecstasy of our union, and you chose the vacuum of technology.
Technology.
Ate my fusion cannon! Ow. ain't done yet. Why? Frickin' lasers. Is it still not dead? Man. What the hell? That's like the most dick. Like, you go to the lower level, there's a laser turret. That's all well and good. And you go to the upper level, and there's like this rocket turret. Like, hey, you want to try to find a shortcut? Nope. We're gonna give you a rocket turret.
This device will reverse the gravitronic generators in Pod 2. This will prevent you from clumsily disturbing
The overloaded Meson acceleration coil there.
Now get back to your task, insect.
Insect.
The ship must be cleared, and my patience is dwindling.
Other than the fact that I know that I still have black eggs to destroy, I have no idea what's going on. Why? Why? Hey, is that a black egg?
Only one egg remains.
I have no idea where it is
Insect.
though.
Are you always this slow?
It's like I can't even hit the damn thing. Even though I'm firing directly frickin' at it. Thank you. All that hell and you don't even have a battery for me. You suck. Alright. So there's one egg left, I have no idea where it is. But supposedly I can go back, get back to my work. My duties. I have no idea where. I'm gonna see if I can go to the Pod 2 thing. I think it had something to do with Pod 2. I'm kind of scatterbrained, lost in thought right now. Though the fact that I have already played this game somewhat once helps me. I hate you assassins. last pod could be.
Power drained.
If I can't go into this area for some crazy reason, just because of that one pod that I've left to destroy, man, where the hell am I going? It's like a long winding maze. Oh, and now I can, yay! Oh god.
You were warned
Prepare to be cut down
by the progeny of our joy.
Why is everything upside down? Why is everything upside down?
I thought Polito would be my avatar, but Polito was weak. It was I who chose you.
and I,
Who had a robotic servant render your son unconscious. I then completed you with cybernetic grace. Your every implant exalts you. Every line of code in your subsystems elevates you from your disgusting flesh. Perhaps you have potential. Perhaps once we have erased my wayward children from existence, we can examine the possibilities of a real alive.
It's kind of annoying trying to fight while listening to someone talk at the same time.
You were warned
prepare to be cut down
by the progeny of our joy.
Wait, what? Wait, where did I just put them? Oh, where'd they go? I'm just gonna load the autosave. That was weird. What the hell was that?
You were warned
prepare to be cut down
by the progeny of our joy.
Oddly enough, the shit.
I thought Polito would be my avatar, but Polito was weak. It was I who chose you.
and I,
who had a robotic servant render your form unconscious.
That's
I
right.
then completed you with cybernetic grace.
your flesh too is weak.
But you have potential. Every implant exalts you. Every line of code
hell did the
in your
robot
subsystems elevates you from your disgusting flesh. Perhaps you have potential. Perhaps once we have erased my wayward children from it,
Days
of real alive.
Ah.
Ammunition trained.
Where was I? Oddly enough, though, the auto adjust still works. It just doesn't. It's just not. The auto adjustment is just simply not constantly done. Started up by the OSD. Though it works like normal now, which is cool.
After a couple of hours, it was like being on a bender. Long periods that you couldn't remember. One minute we were in that crater, and the next minute we were loading up the shuttle with the eggs. I remember hearing that idiot Kerenskin calling the Von Braun and ordering them to clear off the entire hydroponics deck. Diego seemed to think this was strange and said, "Are you crazy, Anatoly?" And Kerenskin smiled and said back to him, "Oh, Captain, we are not Anatoly."
The genie of Citadel Station is out of the bottle, and I am the cause. I can't bear to be Pandora, and I'm not brave enough to wait around and see the death and misery I have caused. This is my last transmission, my friend. Be careful. I think Shodan has plans for you.
Wow, Polito killed herself. She realized what Shodan was, and I guess killed herself. Whoa, what the fuck? Why? Is it me, or is the battery or is it more annoying? Is the battery draining more quickly? Maybe I should never have gotten that thing for the double implant. Yeah, I don't remember it too accurately, but I think that unresearched armor protects against psi attacks or something, but eats away at your health if you don't have psi to supply it with energy. I deserved that one. screw it. I'm just gonna shove a couple of frag grenades in there. I also deserve that one. Are you?
You've served me well. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
I have no idea what the if I just killed the last egg or not. I don't know. Alright. Bridge.
Hold where you are, irritant. The Annelids have tried my patience
For the final time.
We cannot separate from the Von Braun. Observe. The Many has grown to a massive size. It has wrapped itself around these two ships, preventing their separation. Their creation Before we can separate the Rickenbacker, we must remove the foul black eggs. Observe the many. It has used the flesh of the biomass to grow. Do you stand in awe of my creations, insect? The time has come to eradicate my error. There is an escape pod.
An escape pod in the rear of the bridge. Use it to launch yourself into the guts of the worm.
Okay, so the one pod that's left I have to kill, I guess. Lovely.